witnessing.
I didn't plan this. Why is this here now? Hello, hello, hello? Happy Tuesday. It's fish time. Hi, Ether. That is a number. Oh, hi, Anne. That's a cat. It's Tuesday, isn't it? It is. It's also apparently sea shanty time. I don't really know what's happened to my playlist today. How are you guys doing? Also, it's nice to see you, Tastic. Do you still want us to call you Tastic in chat and on stream, or would you prefer to be called Lucky now? I know you've said one way or the other, and I cannot remember. I got 2 brain cells. They're hoping to make it through the puzzles. I'm gonna call them Hodge. What character is named Hodge? There's a character named Hodge in something, and Hodge. Okay, well, I found a character from Desperate Housewives and a character from a show called Chuggington. And that's not who I'm thinking of. Oh, it's a City of Bones character. That's who I'm thinking of. You can call me Tastic or Lucky. I will call you whatever I remember that day. Dodge Podger, my favorite car. No, Hodges, I don't know what he is. Do you guys want to see a picture of Hodge? I've never seen this car a day in my life, but do you want to see him? Save image. Who is Hodge? I was remembering a character named Hodge, but in my attempt to figure out who the character was, I googled it, and instead I was served a character from a show I've never heard of that's a car. And he is kind of a fantastic looking creature. Hold on, where's my image source that I use for all the cursed things that I find? Look at him. I got no clue who that man is, but he's certainly a character named Hodge. I think he's called Hodge because he's a hodgepodge. But my brain got confused. It's fine. Hi, Clover. What if I was green? Garden chat. Is this in Thomas the Train? No, it's from a show called Chuggington. Anyways. Puzzle time. I have nothing else to say to you. I just have puzzles. It's puzzle time. Oh, my pretzels are in the way. Oh. I guess we did log out here and then I got confused. Oh, that's right, I'm in the creepy bunker. Okay. I didn't solve this one off stream, I just cried about it. This is not how you solve it, I'm just thinking. Because you have to get this one out and this one in, but there's no way to, unless that works. No, because that... Hold on, we think about this. We think about, what if I take a screenshot immediately? Okay, so now if I take that screenshot and then I try to remember what I put, where I put paint. Okay, that is the picture of what I was doing in the hardcore world that I didn't save. So let me save that really quick. File. Save. You know what? That's fine the way it is. And then we go here, and then I open this, and then I click this, and then I copy to clipboard, and then I open up paint again. And then I go whip, and then we, and then I do, and then I go whip. And then I have paint, and now I can do this. I need the brush. Brush size, large, blue. And if I did what I did up there, which is I went over 2, and then went down 2, and then I went over 2, and then I went weep, weep. Nope, that's not how that happened. Hold on. So if I just... If I take this, right? If I take this, and then I just rotate it 180 degrees. I think it only wouldn't work because I'm not hitting that one, and I think that's fine. Because if I come, if I just do the thing, no, because that doesn't work because I'm not over there. Well, no, if I just go, if I just go weep, weep, weep. Because I would end up over here like this. I go weep, weep, weep. No, but I need to get rid of you. You're the problem. How do I get rid of you? Okay, so let's think about this again. No more Tastic. Tastic is gone. Because that path covers up all the yellows. So if I get rid of this again so we can look at the puzzle, and then I go over here and then I hit not leave. If I come over, okay, we click that. We need the yellow to cover up those two. So if we did... Hold on, wait, hold on, wait, hold on, wait, hold on, wait, hold on, wait. If I instead moved this in and I just, if I just went weep here and just cut that out and then ignored this and went down here, and then when I do this, I do, what is that, 3? Would that count? Is that something? Have I figured anything out? Is this anything? Chat, is this anything? Am I slowly going insane? The answer is yes. And the answer is not slowly. It has been very quickly and all at once. I think this works. I think this works. Because then this one would be contained in there, and then that one would be contained over there, and then this would be free. I think it's fine. I think it's fine. Okay, so if I come back over here, and then I hid it from myself. Hold on, wait, I do need to flip it. in order to make this work. Okay, hold on. We go forward again. And then I move it over here. And then I don't see chat for a second. Hold on, chat. There you are. I found you again. Okay, so now I have a puzzle. And then I've scrolled the puzzle. Oh no, I've done this incorrectly. Okay, I can see the puzzle again. I can see chat. I can see the drawing that I did for the puzzle. So now what we do is we do this. I come down. And we go over here. And then we go... Oh, okay. Lucky is now... Nope, that's wrong. Tastic is now red. Orange? You're a color. You're certainly a color. And then we come up here, and we go beep. And then we go weeb. And then we go... Oh my god, I can't believe that worked. Okay, so... I need everybody that is here today watching me do this know that I spent a period of time today playing a word puzzle, and I thought that the shapes wouldn't happen today, but I guess that... MILF, I guess the shapes are happening today. MILF. You are legally required to call me any name. Okay, any name it is. Okay, and this is a picture for the movie theater. Screenshot. Okay. Done. I want to walk on the clouds that are in the water that aren't real, but they're down there and I want to walk in them. Okay, so this wasn't for anything. I don't, it was for something, but I'm afraid of the movie theater knowing that there's a movie that is an hour long potentially in there. So we're just gonna pretend that didn't happen. We're gonna just go back to whatever else I was supposed to be doing. That's cute over there. I want to go over there. An hour? Yeah, Zier told us that one of the videos in the movie theater area is an hour long. Chat watch time? I don't know if I would want to sit here for an hour. The movie also has copyright strike potential as far as I know. Yeah, I basically said that I'm going to avoid the movie theater. And I might watch them offline or do something with them offline, but I'm not going to care about them on stream. Also, hi Clag, welcome in. I don't remember what I was doing last week. A whole week has passed. I've started playing another puzzle game, and by started playing, I mean I've had deep revelations while I was at work because I opened up the puzzle game on my Steam Deck, and then I started screaming about the word cyborg today. It's been a pretty normal day, all things considered. What haven't I done over here? When was I purple? Well, see, now we're just assigning you colors. That's your sign to try purple. Hi, Ibit. How are you? Welcome to Shapes Land. Welcome to Shapes. I hope you're ready. Okay, what am I not? Okay, over here? We're not connected to something over here. No, I feel like we already did this. What else am I not connected to over here? Oh, no. Wait. No. Oh, I found puzzle. No, I did this puzzle. Oh, more puzzle. Oh, no. The shapes are shaping, guys. Purple. Cat Kiss Trader and Wats. I hope you're doing well, Idiot. What? Oh no. Oh no, we're doing this again. Okay, so the shape is here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ibid, I appreciate you so much. I hope you're doing well. Okay, so the way... Okay, hello everybody. In case you don't know how this game works, I must put the shapes inside of the shape that I draw with the shapes. If I don't draw the shapes, then I have shaped incorrectly. Does the unsub part of unsub ferret stand for something? It's from Criminal Minds. Ibit's a giant nerd. In case you didn't know. Okay, so this is the shape that I would like to shape. But I don't feel like I can shape this shape effectively. Yes, I can. I've shaped the shape. Because, okay, so the blue one means absence of block. So I need to have a 4 up and a 4 that way, and I need to lose a block. And so I lost the bottom block of this block, and then the shape shapes. I'm so sorry for the way that I describe shapes. This is a terrible time. I'm so sorry to everybody. Do the shape and ship shape? It can be a ship shape shape if only it knows how to shift shape. Shape shift? Shape shift. I hope you had a good stream. I hope you had fun doing the things and the stuff and the living life. Okay, so I have a line and a line. A line and a line. And a line? But it would be... No. Oh. If I... Oh. Because I have to... All four... So the line is there. This is the line. Oh, this again? Hi, Star. The line is lining here. So could I... If I do this, does this count? If I draw an upside down T? I have no clue what anything here means. Okay, so in this puzzle, if there's things on the board, the things on the board tell me how to solve puzzle. If I have squares like this, it means that I have to make a shape on the board. The shape on the board is based on the shapes in the square. So for this one, you have 1, 2, 3, 4 squares in a straight line up and down. And over here, you have 1, 2, 3, 4 shapes in a line. These two blue squares mean that I lose a block from either of these shapes in places that make sense. Okay? So those are how those work, okay? Okay? We'll get there. Here. Okay, let's go back to this one. 4 up, 4 across. Those are the shapes that I have to shape with. I have to keep these small shapes inside of the large shape that I draw. So, the only way that this works here is using this block. Because I take this 4 tall block, which is 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks here, and I remove the bottom one. The bottom one doesn't exist. And then I take 1, 2, 3, 4 across. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's this shape right here. No overlap. The shapes shape. That's all you have to know is that the shape. This is like how you can make a sentence out of toasting. I was gonna continue writing, but then you started puzzle. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry that you're here with me right now. Okay, so for this one, I have a Z shape. So it's this kind of shape right here, and it can be anywhere on the board. And then I have a 4 across, and I lose 1. So technically, I can do this shape because I have to include both shapes. I can do this shape entirely without thinking about this one. Because what I could do is do, well, it won't be perfect, but we'll pretend. So right here, I did the Z right there and the line right there. The only thing I can't get is that right there. So I need to figure out a way to encapsulate an entire shape, losing 1 block from either of these, so that I can make a shape that shapes. I'm not sure shape is a sentence, but buffalo is a sentence. If you don't believe me, I just Google it. Just Google buffalo. Never mind. I'm pulling up the Wikipedia article. Are you guys ready for a momentary distraction about Wikipedia articles and the buffalo sentence? I'm just gonna read this Wikipedia article to you because I feel strongly about it. Ready? Okay, so buffalo is a grammatically correct sentence in English that is often presented as an example of how homonyms and how homophones can be used to create complicated linguistics constructs. So, It's basically, what is it? The sentence employs three distinct meanings of the word buffalo. So one as an adjectivative noun, as an adjective to refer to a specific place named Buffalo. So a buffalo buffalo, a buffalo from Buffalo. A verb as to buffalo, meaning to bully, harass, or intimidate, or to baffle. And then as a noun. So buffalo buffalo, buffalo buffalo, buffalo buffalo, buffalo buffalo. I think it's 8. It doesn't matter. It's technically grammatically correct. Is it a good sentence? No, it's not a good sentence. But you know what? I've said worse sentences. I don't know how to make the shape already. I'm oh no. Because I have to like be able to cut out that and then do something here, but that's not gonna work because that's not how shape. But we've done this before and I can make the shape. I just have to make the shape in a way that shapes. Is shape an adjective too? Shaped is this adjective. So anyways, the line goes here. I think the line, well, technically the line could go anywhere. What if I put the Z here? Oh, what if I put the, no, because I'd have to still cut off one. No, I can make this, no, I can't make that work because I need to be up there. Because if I put it there. Hold on, I'm thinking real hard. It's not working. I've traded being perceived as soup to not knowing who I am. No, you're still a kind of soup. It's Z instead of Z. Who's the Canadian now? One of us. How do I make a shape? What if I just did... No, that makes sense. So the Z's right here and I just cut off that piece. I think I technically could have solved it the same almost way if I did like this. And I put the Z still there. Yeah, that works too. How'd that work? Z shape here, line there. You could cut off this one or that one and it still works. I think you can't cut off that one. I could have cut off this one. Like this. Come on. Oh no, I did it wrong. Hold on. Like this. There's a couple ways to do that one. I like the weird foot. Okay, so now I have a square that I get to remove. Are you guys ready to do Tetris really quickly? So we have a this. We have a this. We have a this and we have a foot. We have an opposite foot. We have a hat. How can I make these fit together in a way that makes sense? We have to be able to touch that one, so maybe we can... No, because if I do that... I can't do that. Okay, so if I... Would you... I need a picture. We're going back to paint. We're going back to paint, everybody. Are you guys ready for paint time? It's paint time again. Every time I look at a puzzle and my brain goes, but you could solve this. I go, yeah, but I could open it in paint and have a grand time and not be confused and it will be fine. Puzzles there. Get puzzles now here. Okay, ready? It's painting time. Brush. So I need a this, I need a that, and then I need a... I can't draw that there. How do these shapes even fit together on this board? I did a this. They fit together poorly is what they do. I need a this. I have to lose 4. Oh no. How do shape? How do shape? Okay, let's start here. That corner's there. That's there. Okay, so none of these shape nicely to begin with. Oh, the shapes are shaping incorrectly. Thank you for the water break, Magma. I hope you're having a good time zone. Okay, so if we do this one here and this one here, where would I even, how do I, oh no. How do we make shapes go? How do we make shapes go? Also, thank you for the stretch and the blink. That was truly a effort. We have to think about the square. Do we have a way to fit all of these onto one board at one time? I guess they only take up 3. So you could... No, because that never works. It's the shape. Do I just subtract 4 somewhere and then, like, start slamming things together? We need to touch all of these. So we need to touch that one, and that. How do I get shapes to shape? Okay, let's think about range. Could be those ones. This one can be only here. This one can be only here. Shape-wise. Technically, once one is already encapsulated, then you can move anything everywhere. Put it over there, that would still technically work. We can't... this is the problem. Whatever configuration we hit, we cannot touch this one, we cannot touch this one, and we cannot touch this one, and we cannot touch that one. The shapes have to be within the shape, so regardless of what we want, the shapes have to shape. So, how do we get them to shape in a way that shapes? This is horrible. I did this to myself. I did this to myself. I put those there. Technically, I'd have to remove a square somewhere. And I can't rotate any of these because they asked to not be rotated. So where do I put this? Because you also have to be touched. Where do you want to go? What's the point of this? Where did the shapes even shape on this board? Like, ignoring constraints, how do you get all of these onto one board in order to shape them correctly? Because that's been the thing in the past. Well, no, because you've had to overlap them in ways and then you subtract from there. Oh, no. Okay, so if I could line these two up anywhere, I still have to be able to hit a 4 across. So something with these being connected. And I have to be able to hit that. I guess technically that could be over here at this point. But then I don't know what you'd be removing. Why are there so many things? So if you put these overlap, this is a really easy square. But then there's nothing connecting them? So how does that work? Are we meant to be learning something here, puzzle? Are we meant to be learning something here? Because they have to be within the same shape. You don't like that one. If we flipped it so it was doing like this, and flipped that one so it was doing like that, then technically we could remove that and it would... Okay, I need to explain what I just did because I don't know what I just did. I think what I just did is if you put this guy facing here and then this guy facing here, technically when you remove this, there's duplicates right here. If that makes sense. And then you're just straight up tracing that one. So like if you counted every time you overlapped as like one single block, here we're gonna do this. This shape is red. This shape goes here. And then this other one's gonna be purple. And so this one goes, or it's, yeah, that one. Whatever, it's one of these. So you remove these. I'm using black for this. You remove these, and then you just remove, like, the red and then the purple from there. And so there's technically a purple here and technically a red here. And so this is now a viable option. I don't get it. I get it. I don't get it. I hope your cheeseburger's gonna take it. I think I'm hurting my head. No. 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 Okay. So this shape works in a way that makes me sad. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 1, 2. I'm taking a screenshot. All of this is just me solving it with MS Paint. I'm so sorry that this is just an MS Paint day. I'm not sorry that this is an MS Paint day. Welcome to MS Paint. It is apparently my passion. I have strange burger flavored pickles. I don't like pickles. I still want to try the burger flavored pickles. I feel like it'd be a good time. I don't know if it would be. Checkers? Yeah, so the only way that this fits onto the board, because we cannot rotate it, is like this.
Hello, Twader and Rats. I almost forgot to give a cursed fact today. Did you know that the X-Men movie is 25 years old this year? It was released in 2000.
I don't like it here. I don't like it here at all. Okay, so now we have one minus, a second minus, and then we have a shape like this that we need to fit onto the board. So a really easy answer would be taking out, like, I have to think very carefully here. If you took out this and this one, and then you put this shape right here, then technically you could go, and I think that works. Do we need to go to a sandwich shop or burger place that gives you pickles so I can have a pickle? Yeah, you would get the pickle. I don't want the pickle. You can have pickle. I think that's technically legal. Well, we have to try it now. Okay, so you go beep boop bop weep boop bop. I solve puzzle. I live here, I solve puzzle. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know what's going on. All I know is more puzzle. I like pickle pops? What is a pickle pop? Oh, red. This feels like the Nether. Yeah. It negates. If I just... Eh? That negates. If it negates and I put it in a thing... If it negates and I put it in a thing... What? What is aim of game other than do puzzle? Open door. We're trying to figure out what's going on, and the only way we have of interacting with the world is sliding puzzles. That's it. That is literally all we can do in this world is solve the puzzles. The game opens and was like, hey, do you want to solve a puzzle? And our character said, sure, why not? And then just kept going. Okay, wait, how do you make the shapes shape here? Because I need to put... What if, hear me out here, you hit it with a rock? Real tempting, actually. Real tempting. Okay, this section's off that, but then I have to do... If I do this, everything gets angry. If I do this, everything is angry. This way, only a couple things are angry. This way, only a couple of things are angry. Technically. Okay, so 2 plus 1 plus 1 equals 4. So that's 4 right there. And then I made that shape. So as long as the shape is shaping here, the shape doesn't have to shape there. So if I come over here, now that shape doesn't work with that shape, so that shape has to go with that shape. If I just cry, can I solve the puzzle that way? If I do this and then put that shape there and I put that shape... Okay, so again... So again, 3 plus 1 is 4, 2 plus 1 is 3. We're now doing math in our puzzle game. Our puzzle game has given us math and a secret bunker. This isn't a secret bunker, never mind, I'm over here. It looks like it should be something secret. What is going on in here? Why are there doors? Can I solve this from over here? If I just... What? I don't know if I wanted that. What did that do? What is it? Oh, there's a puzzle over there. Can I puzzle that puzzle from over there? How do I puzzle the puzzle? Puzzle. Can I puzzle the puzzle from in here? No. How do I puzzle? No, that's the solution for the puzzle. What? What did this do? Why? 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 What was the point of puzzling the puzzle? Flower. Can I have the flower? How do I get to flower? Why is there a thing over there that looks like it'll move things? I'm gonna walk away from this. We're gonna walk I can't walk away from this. Wait. Hold on. What if I... Okay. I see what it's doing to us. Okay, so wait. So I need to be... Okay. So depending on what we block out, that's what moves down. If we block that one out, that moves down. If I then come over here... No. Give me the puzzle. And I block these out... That one moved up and that one's down. And then now if I come over here and I go like this... That... Okay. I want the flower though. I wish I could have the flower. The flower would be nice. I'm not allowed to have a flower though, apparently. Cool. I'm gonna never remember that that existed and then I'm gonna get lost doing something here. Oh, box. Don't get stuck. Home stuck. Stuck at home. Go, laser beam, go. Shoot up at the thing. I want to know where, like, anything that, like, goes into the anything is. Also, how do I turn that on? Oh, never mind. You're figuring out. You're calibrating. How many pew-pews so far? 2. This is the second one. Have I solved a whole bunch of other puzzles that have not gotten me to the laser? Yes. Because I get lost and confused, and then I leave to go learn other puzzles. Ooh, stairs. Okay, we know how shapes shape. Maybe. Okay, we know how shapes shape? No. Oh, I can't just remove that one. That would have been funny, though. Okay. Oh, we've been here before. I know where we are. We're in the area that I think is cute. Cool. So what do we want to solve next? Should I go back into the castle because now we understand how shapes shape? Because I think that was the problem before, is I didn't understand how shapes shaped. And now I know how shapes shape. What tranquil waterfall? I want to go into the water. I am not allowed in the water. I want a splish splash. The game won't let me. Alright, let's go back over... Where's the thing? Where's the thing? Oh, it's over there, because I'm silly. Flower. Nope, that's just a leaf. Yeah, that's just a leaf. Alright, we go back over to... this castle. Because we didn't solve this castle yet, because I got scared by shapes. Because there were diagonal shapes and I didn't understand the rules of shapes. I mean, flower petals are just fancy leaves. No. Yes? No. They don't serve the exact same purpose, do they? I'm using this because I'm too lazy. They don't know, like... Do flower petals do anything with sunlight? Hello, good sir. Dink donk. Attract bugs, attract pollinators, but they don't, like, absorb and convert light into anything. Similar structure-wise, just don't have chlorophyll. I'll take that one. Okay. We understand how shapes shape now, guys, so now we know how to do shapes. I don't know where the start is. I guess the start is wherever I put it. Okay, we know how shapes shape, and we know that we can make the shapes shape. I don't know what I'm doing. Picture. No, okay, wait. The exits are on the side. Wait, I can do illegal things, right? Wait, no, with the things on the side. Oh no, hold on, wait, this gets more complicated. Okay, I do need to actually draw this. Okay, back to MS Paint. I can't escape. Where's my picture? Weep. Illegal activity on stream? What? Thinking? Shaping? Shaping shapes is difficult, though, I will say. Oop. Okay, so we have shapes. Let's use orange again. Okay. Shape. So we need to be able to touch these squares. Those have to be in our shape that we shape. Now it'd be really easy to do a shape like that, and then I guess we could... Well, I did it wrong. I did shapes wrong. Hold on, I'll get there. No, that doesn't work. Oh no, the shapes are already not shaping, guys. Uh-oh. Okay, how do we make these shape overlap in a way that makes sense? Am I stupid?
I wonder if this is updated. Wappa babba bobo. 6.
Wait, my noodles? It's tied to your, Twitch account. We can fix it. I can look up your old numbers. What happens if I just did... It can't be that easy, right? Like, it can't be that. Right? It can't be that. It's gonna be that. It's gonna be that, isn't it? It's gonna be that. If I come over here and I just go... What did I draw? Yeah. No. We've discovered the problem. Why'd you say still say Tastic Wolf but give me different numbers? She's drunk. Okay, wait, no, that gets more complicated. That got more complicated. Okay, if the shapes are shaping together and the shapes have to shape at the same time, that means that when I start over here, this starts over here. What if I just scream? Actually, if I... Is it... No, it can't be that. But wait a second. No, because that would intersect there. Hold on, I'm like all three of my brain cells are like trying to rapid fire. Okay, so the permutations of the shapes we can have is like that and like this and like this and then like this. And we need to have something that I can do from here and from here at the same time. So whatever we do, it needs to be duplicable. Okay, so this now makes a lot more sense why this is set up this way. So going towards the middle is a no-no. We can't touch that because then they will intersect in a way that it won't work out. Unless does it care? What if I just did this? I hate puzzle games. I've decided I hate them. Oh, puzzle. I don't know what triangles do. We haven't seen triangles before like that, have we? The triangles are angry. I don't know what triangles do. Okay, I need another lesson on shapes, but I don't think I have the shapes lesson that is necessary for this, so I'm just gonna be confused, I think? Also, where does that go? Where does that go? Are there other puzzles on the puzzle that I need to puzzle? Why is he staring at that puzzle? Are there puzzles on here? Oh. Hello.
Our hangnails are incredibly real to us.
Okay.
Whereas to most of us, the English village of Netherwallop and the high Himalayan country of Bhutan, not to mention the slowly swirling spiral galaxy in Andromeda, are considerably less real. Even though our intellectual selves might wish to insist that since the latter are much bigger and longer lasting than our hangnails, they ought therefore to be far realer to us than our hangnails are.
You know what's real?
We can say this to ourselves till we're blue in the face.
He's nuts.
But few of us act as if we really believed it. A slight slippage of subterranean stone that obliterates 20,000 people in some far-off land. The ceaseless plundering of virgin jungles in the Amazon basin. A swarm of helpless stars being swallowed up one after another by a ravenous black hole. Even an ongoing collision between two huge galaxies, each of which contains 100 billion stars. Such colossal events are so abstract to someone like me that they can't even touch the sense of urgency and importance, and thus the reality of some measly little hangnail on my left hand's pinky. We are all egocentric, and what is realist to each of us in the end is ourself. The realest things of all are my knee, my nose, my anger, my hunger, my toothache, my side ache.
All I'm hearing
sadness,
is D's nuts.
My joy.
Oh.
My...
Hold on. Oh, it's coming back. It dipped for a second. Hello, chat. If you are experiencing lag, this is your cue to refresh. If you're not experiencing lag, then don't refresh. That wasn't me? No. It's struggling a smidge. I don't know what's happening. It's like struggling. Oh, there it really goes. Where's my internet going? I'm gonna just turn on music for a second. If you cannot hear me, I'm putting a message in chat. It just hates me. Where did it go? Internet, why do you always leave me? You go away, and you go so far away. I've discovered a hack. If you can hear me, I think it's mostly back. I've discovered something stupid. It's fine. Everything is fine. That shouldn't work like that. If you can hear me, refresh. It'll be back up to speed, probably, hopefully, maybe. If you can't hear me, well, I hope you're having a nice day wherever you are. That's so stupid. That's actually stupid that that worked. Also, ads are playing, so we're just gonna sit here for a moment longer while this all works out. The thing I discovered is that if I go do the internet speed test on my ISP's website, when I start experiencing dips in my internet, it suddenly comes back. Hey, internet? Why? Just notice the tags, by the way. I love puzzle and puzzles hate me. They do hate me, but I love them. It's a love-hate relationship. Is it entirely helpful or healthy? No. But it's where we are. Hi everybody, how are you? This is our puzzle break. We'll go back listening to the man talk about how hangnails aren't real, or are real, in a second. For now, we sit here and we think about why the internet is put together with duct tape. Toxic relationship, enemies to lover, lovers to enemies. It's both. Yeah, it's definitely both. No, you're correct, Clover. You're absolutely correct. It's both. It's two sides of the coin. You have to like, you have to. Duct tape and tears. Truly. Truly duct tape and tears. Yeah, it's holding steady now. I don't know what happened. Well, I have Twitch Inspector open. Apparently I've had a couple little dips, so it's happened more than once, so I'm really sorry if you guys are getting buffering. Hopefully it doesn't keep going, but if we keep getting buffering events, maybe I'll just put stream till another day or something. Till another day? I'll just cut stream short. That's what would happen. We'll hope that it stays put together for long enough for me to do more puzzles, and then after I finish the puzzles, then I'll go cry. Not about, like, the internet, just about puzzles. I have a weird Wi-Fi issue with my laptop, so I get buffering sometimes, so I don't notice. It doesn't seem to be lasting that long. Like, all of the unstable events are, like, 20 seconds, 10 seconds, 5 seconds. The last one was the longest one, and that was, like, a minute. So it's not, like, awful. I would just rather not have the weird buffering issues. I'd also like for Twitch to run my ads instead of just saying ads starting soon for, like, several seconds. Twitch, where are my ads? Let me eat them. Let me chew on an ad. Well, I guess if we're gonna be stuck here, I keep thinking about folk stories. Not, like, deeply about folk stories, but I keep thinking about the formats in which folk stories are told. And there's a part of my brain that really just wants to write a whole bunch of folk stories. Also, you know what else we need? I think this will show up on stream now. Perfect. That's it. That's all I wanted. This is really all I wanted out of life, is just to have that. Can one be about a rat? Yes. Absolutely. I don't know where I would use this. I think maybe I'm not egotistical enough to ever consider myself like the next generational Tolkien, but I do think I could become a student of just creating a very fleshed out world and then just writing everything about that world down in a book and then handing that book to someone and going, is this anything? I think I could do that. Is this anything? I just like making the worlds, and oh, there's shapes on this screen too, I just realized. Can I have that, please? Okay, I'll start working on it. Just give me like a couple weeks to... I already have a map for a world that I put on hold. Hold on. Okay. We have the world that has the giant fish island. Okay, okay. I'll go do that. I'm not gonna make all the linguistics up, but we can have the whole thing. I'm gonna leave them. No, I'm gonna turn the music off. I'm having indecision today. Ready for hangnail conversation?
Love for math, my abstraction ceiling, and so forth. What all these things have in common, what binds them together, is the concept of my, which comes out of the concept of I or me, and therefore, although it is less concrete than a nose or even a toothache, this I thing is what ultimately seems to each of us to constitute the most solid rock of undeniability of all. Could it possibly be an illusion?
Yes.
Or if not a total illusion, could it possibly be less real and less solid than we think it is? Could an eye be more like an elusive, receding, shimmering rainbow than like a tangible, heftable, transportable pot of gold? Douglas Hofstadter, 2007.
I'm a leprechaun now. That's all I got out of that. I don't know what I'm doing here, but I think this is the solution. I think I know the solution because the shape is right there that we have to follow. And so if I just pretend that that's there. Cool. Clover, you can do the linguistics. I believe in you. I think we can make it work. Okay, how do we do... Okay, so I have to be able to see that. Okay, I think it does... it. Okay. Okay. It's just about memorizing the shapes that you see and then hoping that you've gotten it right. What the hell? Oh, I understand. Never mind. Okay, this one goes weep, 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 weep. It's gonna be 1, 2, 3 corners. So yeah, 1, 2, 3. And then you go 1, 2 up. Okay. Sure. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and then go whip, whip, whip. Elf gender is based on what season you were born. I probably yapped about this. Okay, I'm gonna say this again because I've probably also yapped about this, but it just Khajiits. The way that Khajiit forms worked is based on the multiple moons in Elder Scrolls, so Khajiits can be house cat size to like humanoid cat person. And I think that that's a fantastic way to decide a whole bunch of stuff. Oh, it's offset. 2, up, over, whip, 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 whip. Nope. No, I just did that. We just assume that it's 2 off. Oh, that's what I did wrong, maybe. No. What if I'm just all wrong all the time? No. I think I'm lost. Ether, why are you smiling? Because you would like to steal your wares? Okay. Why are you smiling in italics now? What if you feel like you belong to a different season? Trans. But like not trans, it's just a part of how they function. Can they change multiple times? Trans seasons. Is it? Yes, yes. Oh, okay. Perfect. Wonderful. Hi, Ether. I hope you're doing okay. I don't know why you're smiling in italics at me and I'm a little bit scared, but it's okay. Okay, so if I do this and I come down here and I go over, we know that it's a weep, 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 wop. I'm done saying shapes. Every time I do this, I just say weep, wop for an absurd amount of time. Is it here? Yes. Okay. I figured out answer. I was just offset wrong at the top. So if you were wondering what I got wrong, technically anywhere you see the line, you need to be 2 off of that. And that's what I was screwing up. There's 2 answers? 2D's nuts. Sorry, that's not helpful. Where's the shape? Oh, up there. So that's gonna be weep, weep, wop, weep, weep, wop, weep. Sure. Okay, wait, hold on. So if I... So it'll beep, wop, weep, whoop, wop, and then weep, wop, weep, whoop, wop, weep, whoop. Okay. We'll see if I can remember those noises in that order. I remembered those shapes in that order. I do not like these puzzles. Brain cannot connect separate shapes like that. I don't necessarily like this one as much anymore. The earlier versions of this puzzle were very interesting, but now that I'm losing it to like where the shapes are going, it's getting a little bit more unruly in ways that I don't appreciate. So it'll be... Okay, I think I understand this one without needing to do too much. If you go over here, and then over here, and then you go over here, and then... Sure! Weird puzzle, but okay. What? Oh. So you start in the middle. You start in the... And then you go over, and then you go all the way up, and then you go... over here, and then you go over here, and then you go down, and then you go... I don't like this one. I'm doing it, but I don't like it. Because they're putting the... Oh, God. Okay, what? No, hold on. Okay, so this is... That's the bottom corner right there, so it'd be like this, and then like... Hi, Aether. The puzzles have not gotten better. I just want you to know that. Does it need me to go up here? And then go like this, and then go down over here, and then over here, and then... No, I don't know what I want. Okay, so it ends up there, and it comes around over here. Go weep. And go whoop. And then go whap. And I go, we. Also, for elves, the more analogous? I can't say words anymore. I'm just making too many bleep bloop noises. Experience for being trans compared to human in real world Western culture is elves say that they are one season but don't do the gendered expectation associated with that season, similar to like butch lesbians or feminine men IRL. Don't even try to get me to say it. The words are gone. I didn't scream it. I screamed it in my head, but like I've been yelling words all day and now they're all gone. I just started yelling the word cyborg in my head because I was trying to find a word that rhymed with morgue. don't ask me how that makes sense. It was a time. I was going through it, man. What if I do no, that doesn't work. Do you want to do this? Is this what you want? That's not what you want. I think it's just this. Is it just... Okay. Orgza. Yeah. Wait. What did I open? What did I open? What have I done? Oh, is this thing open now over here somewhere, wherever it is? Yay! Okay. I'm scared of this one for some reason. But now that's in the shadow. Do you not want me to touch the shadow? What if I touch the shadow? You don't want me to touch the shadow. You want me to touch the shadow? Gorge is like slant rhyme. So the fun part about the game that I'm playing is that I can't tell if it wants slant rhyme sometimes or if it just wants words that are close enough. And then I just get real confused. Oh, I realize what it's doing. Never mind. I understand what's happening. I understand what's happening. Okay, so... line in the middle. This half of the puzzle is avoiding the shadows. This half of the puzzle is following the shadows. So when I get over here, then I follow this one, and then I go over here, and then technically I go over here, and up and around, and then I... box. Thank you for the water break and the stretch time and the blink, and I promise I am doing entirely sane. Gun. And now we'll have a third beam. We stare. Is it calibrating? Are you calibrating? Oh, that's a tree. It's calibrating. Now I'm thinking about what rhymes with morgue. Not a lot. Laser. Beam. Org. Okay, there's still something here, and I'm very confused. Can I go up there? Oh, tree. I go get snack. Okay. Go get that snack. Can I go in here? Is this... Oh. Okay. Oh no. Oh no. What would it do with this? Is it just... Does it want me to... Does it want me to cry? Hold on, wait a second. Archiveofourown.org? That does rhyme with morgue. Hold the fuck on. Okay. Wait. So if I... I just put... And then I just... Nope, that doesn't work because I need to come over here. But if I just do... If I just... No, that one wouldn't work. Can I... Is there a way to combine this? Loss? Okay, I could technically draw loss on this grid. Hold on, wait, okay. So I'm gonna do something stupid, but also incredibly smart. But also I'm going to have to flip on and off of this really quickly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this puzzle and I'm going to copy this to my clipboard. I'm gonna put it in MS Paint. Okay. Perfect. Hold on. Perfect. Okay. So now I'm gonna lose chat a little bit for a second. Hold on. You'll see the MS Paint in a second. So if I... Hold on. If I do paint, give me the brush. Okay, so if the solution I did was like this, and then you come down over here, and you go weep, 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 weep. Okay, so you do that. That'd be that solution, and then this solution up here was like this, where I went around this and then up around that, and then I cried. You know, normal things that people do is you just cry about it. This won't work because this doesn't work, but we'll ignore that for a second. I just want these lines on here. And if I come over here and I look at this one. Okay. Okay. So our solution was over here, over here, over here, over here. And then down 2. and then across and down, which technically doesn't work because of the way that that is, but that's fine because this one also doesn't make any gosh darn sense because our solution down here originates and ends in this and cannot work this way. So it's fine. So our solution here was right there, and then where's that? Oh, right there. Where you go, wee over there. Okay, ready, guys? You ready to look at MS Paint? Here's here's our puzzle. Okay, so we have a puzzle, and our puzzle is puzzling. What? So we have to find a way to meld all of these together. Okay, so we're gonna solve this with purple. I think if we use... Alright, this one isn't gonna work, so this one will have to be revisited. Technically, we can do more shapes together here because we will have more shapes to work with. So this line can work with like that or something down there. We can make this work. The shapes can shape. We can make the shapes have shapes. We need to get these ones into this corner. So I think what we do is we follow this original path and come up, because we can't cut across that. That's cut off. But we can just put these ones up here. And then technically it'll be fine. And then we can come over here. And now we're here. So now what we need to do is we need to get two shapes. We need something like that. And then we need something like this. And if we're already here like this, but we can't go over there. Can I not do this? Do I have to do something else here? I can't go back here, so that's not possible there. But I could cut into here. Is there any other way that I could be over here? No, because I can't be there. But I could come over here, right here. So if I back this up, and instead of going up there, we go here. Is this anything? No, this is nothing. Am I thinking too literally about the shapes? Possibly. I could be thinking too literally about how I want this to be. I could be trying to grid this out in a way that's not helpful. This one seems pretty cut and dry. There's nothing else that this can touch. So we have to hit this in some factor. This one will take up this much space. But if we combined it with something like this right here, we could instead do some sort of like, this shape is right here, and then this is technically right here. So you could section it out that way. Or any other configuration of that shape. Essentially, it would just have to touch both of those. Which is fine. So if we hit that one there, if instead of going all that way around, we were like here, and I could cut over here, I could cut this one off and then do... No, I see it. Hold on. So if we... And then you could touch right here. No, that won't work because we have to touch that. Where can we do this? We have to touch that. Well, what if we just... did that portion? Oh, this is breaking my brain. I've broken my brain. Hold on, let's... Is there a continuous line that we can follow? Wait, hold on. Okay, so if we did this one and we came up here and we went around this one and we went all the way over here, went over here, down over here, up, down, and around, over to here to cut around that. Oh, but now that shape's in there. But now that shape's in there. Hmm. How does this shape shape? Is there any way to do this so I can cut off
Rats
that
less than
shape?
3 shapes hurt my head.
I'm sorry, Aether. I hope you feel better soon. That's still something right there. Cutting that off there and then coming up here is something. Could I then just do this? Come down here and do this. And then what if I did this? And we did this and this. Came over here and we did that. And then we came over here. We can't cut that off now. Never mind. That one doesn't work. But I could move over here. Hold on. Wait. Beep, beep, boop, wop, weep. I could come up this way instead and do the same thing. No, because then that would get confusing right there. But if I'm able to layer that... No, because I couldn't figure out that. Oh no, the shapes are shaping. The shapes are shaping in a bad way. I think technically there might be a way to do this somehow. But that doesn't solve all of these problems. Yes, it does. Oh my god, the shapes have shaped. Hold on, wait. Did that work? Hold on. So if I go up here and around, come over here, and then we go up here, and then you over here, you go all the way down, and you come over here, and you go around there, and then you go whoop, all the way over to here, and then you come up here, and you go over here. No, that doesn't shape correctly. Doesn't shape correctly. God dang it. It's so close. It's this corner right here. Because technically, I guess it doesn't exactly work, but I could do something right here instead. I guess I do this, and then I do this. Okay. Okay, I guess. Sure. The neurons are firing, but like the neurons aren't even sure what's going on. Where is it gonna fire through the bars? What the hell is happening here? Oh, god damn it. Okay, we need to go back downstairs really quickly. This one's gonna be a pain to do. Okay. Bottom right. We'll just go counterclockwise. That one there. Bella's enjoying all the colors of the puzzle. I'm happy. I'm happy that Bella's having a good time. Okay. Now, we're just gonna go right back up, and then I'm gonna go stare at something, and then, like, scream into the void. Because I think the solution for the puzzle at the top is somehow the solution from all of these, and I don't know how it all works, and I'm scared. And I'm scared, and I'm terrified, and all I have is MS Paint in a dream. That's all I've got right now. I feel like this you could definitely draw a loss on. I don't know, man, though. This feels like something. Okay, so now we're gonna... Okay, so we have... That's the bottom right. Okay, sorry that this is quiet. Here, I'll turn this on while I talk about this because I'm trying to figure out where everything goes. Because I'm slowly going insane. I'm back. I had to watch a gay person do a Republican makeup tutorial. You know what? That's fair. That's just fair. Oh no, and these are also oriented weirdly. So, oh god. Okay, it's fine. I'm fine. Probably. That one starts up there. I believe in you. I don't know why you would do that. So technically that one starts in a spot that I think could be the end. And then goes up there. And then would go around that corner. And through that puzzle up there. And then it would end up... at the top? Yeah, at the top. And then I would start up there. And then my solution is in the middle of that right-hand side. And then I would start at the top over there, and then I would end at the bottom. Okay, so I don't know if there's a right way to do this. Hi, everybody. We're gonna take this one step at a time. Let's start with the first one. So, the way that I think this works is that you have to do all of the puzzles together. So I think if you do this... because this is the first area that we did. No, wait. Yeah, so you come over here. This is the entrance to this first one. This is the solution from the first one. Came out here, this is your exit. So now, I click on this and then I move to the next one. This puzzle, up here at the top, you go all the way over here, and you go over here, and around, and then over here. And then you go to the next one, if I can click on it. And this is where the orientation of everything gets weird. Because if I believe correctly, you go here? Oh no, hold on.
Jeez.
Here. Hi Blossom, I hope you're doing well. And then you end up here. So now you're here. So now you go to the next one. And then the next one has you start in this corner. And then you scream. You scream the scrum that you wish you could have scrummed. I feel like I'm backwards. Where am I? Okay, if that's... Okay, that's the exit. I'm pointing at my screen. I'm so sorry. This is just how I have to solve this right now. And then I come over here. And then I go over here. And I... Okay, so you go down here. And you go over here. And then you do this. Okay. It almost looks like a clover somehow, and I don't know what that means, and I don't know what that did, but it did something. At least I hope it did something, because if it did nothing, I will cry. Is there a door over there? Well, there's that door, but I've already done that door. Do I need to do it the other way around? But it's a solution. It marked it as a solution. Did you just do nothing? Did I do this for fun? Did I do that for fun? I'm not having fun, chat. I'm having a breakdown. Surely that did something. I don't know what it did. I'm leaving. I'm going down. I have a laser. The laser is certainly doing something. That was fun. I liked running around in a circle. Is there... There's nothing coming off of that build. I think I just did that for funsies. I think I did that for funsies. You just don't know what fun really is? Can you describe fun to me then? What is fun? Where do I go from here? What is my life's purpose now that I have done that puzzle? I was gonna say you could fit a lot of soup in there, but not really. There's trash in it. Fun as ripples across your brain. You know, I can't even argue that. I'm leaving on the music. The music brings me joy. The music brings me peace. Hopefully the music will help me. It won't, but I can hope. Okay, well we have 4 lasers that are various colors. Where do you guys want to go next? What's a slow seizure, but what can you do? To the store? What do you need, Ether? Get candy? I have chocolate bar. You can't hear it, but I have chocolate bar. I want? No. My chocolate bar. Get your own chocolate bar. Bar. Chocolate bar. You know what? Live your best life. Get a chocolate pig. I don't care. Okay. I have a small piece of chocolate. Life is... lifing. I heard get your own chocolate whore. That would be funnier. What? Huh? Wait. Oh, not this again. Can I just walk around the corner? No. Fuck. Okay. I'm not allowed to solve it that way. That's stupid. What else is going on here? There's a lot of puzzles here. Where do you go? Well, you're obviously the solution to that and also the problem. Something over there? Something over there. Puzzle go this way? Puzzle go... Big puzzle. Fun? Fun. What's over here? Oh, I can't get over there. Yes, I can. I can walk. I went in a circle. We're not going to talk about it. Ooh. Shipping container. Well, I mean, the obvious solution here is that this needs to be a shape. But I can't do that because I need to do this. What if I do... What? Hold on. Wait. Can I include... No. Wait. No. Hold on. Hold on. I'm trying so hard to make the brain cells brain cell. These are concepts that we know and understand. This one needs to be separated from these three. These shapes need to shape. Easiest solution for the shapes is to do the thing in the middle. Easiest solution for this is to do that, but I can't do both. That doesn't work there. Oh god, wait, this overlapping makes this really tough. Doing this is really easy for those, but I'm also not getting anything to blink angrily at me. That's just wrong, because that one's included. I can't do that. Unless I did something like that. But that feels bad too, because that won't work there. I don't like it here. What's in the container? Do you have any idea what's in the container? Oh. Wait. Huh? Is this the start of something? This is the start. Hold on. It... No. Wait, how do I get you to line up perfectly? Is this you? I don't feel like this is you somehow. That's too perfectly lined up. Hold on, wait. 1, 2, 3. So if, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How do I get you to... Okay, so wait. That one's the middle. 1. Those are the same. 2, 3. Okay, so it's 2, 3, 1, middle, 2. Swiss chocolate, me. I got a big brain too, T. I've solved so many things today so far. I don't think the chocolate's helping with it, but I've solved so many things to- Look at all- Hold on, I have to get to the place where you can see the lasers. Look at all my lasers! I have 4 lasers! That's... Oh no, I did say that sentence. Did I do this for fun? I'm having a breakdown. I'm gonna need a break from puzzle games. We're playing Borderlands after this, where I will not think a single thought for like so long. There will be no thinking aloud. None whatsoever. No. Oh, this is a combination of puzzle types. Oh, it's the wires. I hate this. Hold on, what is it? Start. Go. Beep, wop, beep, whoop, beep, whoop, wop. Okay, your reputation is safe with me. I'm a mobile and don't have to want to leave stream for Clip. I appreciate Zipper Clipper anyway, though. Zipper Clipper's out here doing the Lord's work, honestly. Nope, that's not correct. Hold on, what is it? Oh, I need to do a dip down. That's what I missed. Beep boop wop, beep boop wop, beep boop wop. I did it! So if you don't know what's happening, this is the solution for the puzzle right here. Oop, I meant to click this. This is your starting point down here. Not this far left spot, but further in. And then you can just retrace this path on the map and it works. Which is horrible and lovely. What the fuck do you mean? Huh? Okay. Oh no, we're gonna have to look at trees again. Okay, we can figure this out. Okay, so this tree is missing the 4th one. So right there. So that's the 4th one. So it's 1, 2, 3 in on one that seems to have all of them. So it should be that one. I don't know how I did that. If anybody asked me to reproduce the thoughts that I am thinking in order to solve these puzzles, I would just start saying weep whoop at them. It's not all the way down here. Is there a hole in the wall over here? What's down here? Why is there a door here? And why are there just freely hanging wires that I am walking through? I don't want to talk about that puzzle right now. Okay, so if I come over here... I have never seen this puzzle a singular day in my life. Is this just a shadow puzzle? Do I just... Okay, that's just a shadow puzzle with extra shapes. I don't appreciate the way that we're getting more shapes in our shapes. Why are there 3 solutions? Why are there 3 Do I need to learn how to move the sun? Do I need to learn how to move the sun for this? How do I move the sun? No, because that's the thing it goes up to. Move the sun, and you take the moon, and you take the moon, and you take the moon. I don't know where I'm putting the moon, but I'm taking it away. I'm missing some mechanic right now. I really like this building, though. Ooh, flower. Can I click? I want the flower. I still don't know that mechanic. I don't even want to think about what the hell this mechanic is. Because it scares me. This is scaring me. What do I do with this? What if I just did this? And then this? No, that doesn't work. If I did weep whoop wop whoop. Weep whoop wop weep. That's nothing, apparently. Weep weep whoop wop whoop. Weep whoop wop whoop. Weep whoop. That's nothing. That's Danganronpa blood splattered even? Yeah. What is this poll? Rats, if you gender, do you relate more to Victor Frankenstein or his monster? Currently it's tied. I don't really know what that says about the rats. Ah yes, Screaming Man. Well, not Screaming Man. He's very sad. Okay, I think I'm still missing some concepts. Shall we go look at a boat? Oh, humming. It's a pillar. Why did the boss music start when I saw the pillar? Pillar, it hums. I need a boat. I forgot how to walk down a ramp. Okay, boat time. I think the poll gave me mini gender crisis. You know what? That's fair. Also, I don't technically gender, like my gender just isn't there. Does this count as gendering or no? It's up to you. Okay, we're here and I want to go... Can I not go here? Wait, hold on. I want to go to this one. Oh, I go so slow. What is the point of being able to do speeds? What if I want to go real fast? What happens if I... Can I walk? No, I can't leave this. It won't let me walk in the water. Why can I stop here? Ziploc, did you forget that you aren't Jesus? But what if I was? What if I could learn how to walk on water? Why can you stop? Something's happening. There's something happening here, but I don't know how to take advantage of it. I don't know how to answer in this poll. Whatever you feel in your heart of hearts. Oh, I can just straight up reroute myself all of the time. What the actual fuck? We can go faster, boat. The boats have secrets. I don't know the boat secrets yet. I'll figure out boat secrets one day. I think Victor is the chicken and the monster's the egg. I like that sentence. Can Frankenstein's monster make monsters of their own? Why wouldn't he be able to? No, Victor is the egg. She needs to transition. Monster's the chicken because it already knows it's trans. That's true. Are you asking if they can reproduce? No. There's something happening over there and I'm scared of it. I can't. Okay. I'm not asking any more questions. Was there a shapes puzzle down here that I got confused about? Yes. Weep. And a boop. So if you did weep, boop, I can't do that. But if I put the weep, whoop. No. No, but it- hold on, wait. It doesn't matter. No, because those have to be in there. Okay, so what if I just... Are you guys ready to go back to MS Paint? It's MS Paint time again. Copy clipboard. Put MS Paint over here. Take MS Paint. Paint. MS Paint time. Okay. So, we have a shape that needs to be shaped. I need a brush. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, and then we whoop. Technically, this would be possible, but we can't do this. So we can't do that. If we put this here and that there, this is not possible because we would have to do this, and that's not possible because there's a break there. I can turn that T around. So we could do this. No. And then we would do weep bop weep boop weep bop weep. I found the solution. Okay, are you ready? We go weep bop whoop weep whoop. Okay. I don't know what this means. Unbalance? I don't... Because that's not a solution, and that's my first inclination. And it doesn't blink angrily at me, so I'm learning nothing. Oh, do you know where I'm supposed to go to figure out the solution to this puzzle? Yes, over there. I like the boat. Let's go fast on the boat. And stare at the island. There has to be something here. There's no way that it would let you do this loop without a reason. Okay, so Victor Frankenstein is the gender. Or maybe we just really like the number 69. It's really hard to tell with us. That looks like a face. I'm not going to explain how. Did I get onto the boat from somewhere? I feel like I should be able to walk on water. I was to say nice and then it wasn't even nice. Tried. Either why are you spending all of your channel points on just numbers in the poll? What happened? I lost twice. I have nothing else to spend them on? You could save up to end stream. Hello, world. What does this mean? Okay. Anything ominous? Saving up to end stream? No, I saved because Horde. Yeah, but you're just gonna keep moving it? You don't know that. Also, stretch and a water break. It is so important to me that this poll looks like it is 150 people. It's actually just a bunch of rats in a trench coat. It's a bunch of rats in a trench coat putting on various hats. What if I do this? Okay. What lesson am I learning here? Oh no. Oh, I'm building a bridge. Oh, this is horrifying. No, 150 trench coats on 4 rats. And 1 fake mustache. What if I do that? No, I can't do that. How do I... Okay, so I keep them all in the same side? Not good enough. Do I need... Not good enough. Not good enough. What lesson am I learning? Two? Is it just 2s? What? Okay. No. No, it doesn't like that. It just likes having 2s. Why? I don't understand, but I'm... 2, 2, 2, 2. I'm gonna have a mental breakdown. No, that was... Oh, they were too close. They did not like that. No, 'cause that's... Okay, no, it is 2s. Why must the puzzle gods hate me? What have I done? What have I done? Because 3 suns in the sky is just ridiculous. You know what? That's fair, Clover. I hope you have a fantastic time zone. Take care of yourself.
Comfort Ratter Puppet. Trato 10 love.
I think I'm gonna cry. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Shit. What? I've never been so angry at solving a puzzle in my life as just letting my brain vibe with this and seeing where it takes me is making me furious. They also have to be adjacent to the line? No. So if we go back... They just have to be contained? So like this one... and this one. And then like these, you don't always have to touch them. It's just easier, I guess, in some of these puzzles if you touch them. What the fuck do you want from me, puzzle game? Oh, that's what it wants from me. Okay. I don't think I'm okay. I think I'm somehow, like, I know that, like, I'm sitting here and I'm solving the puzzles and something seems to be happening. Neurons seem to be activating. Every second puzzle I'm solving is just my brain going, yeah, you just put it there and then suddenly it all makes sense and then you don't have to worry about it. And I'm like, but how did you get here? Hello, I'm here in my I am okay. I'm not. I need that clip again. Brain getting smoother, the process works. Am I removing wrinkles from my brain, but like embedding the knowledge of how to puzzle solve into the unsmoothened part? Unsmoothened? That's rough. The smoothed out parts of my brain? I want to eat that cloud. Okay. Where am I going and what am I doing? Okay. So now we need to... Okay. Why are you white? Why are you white now? You can't say that. Tell the puzzle to make sense. What if I... Am I learning that it just doesn't matter what color the stars are? Upside down T. Well, sideways T. Oh, you guys want to be friends. I forgot about that. What? I need a second. Hold on. I need a second to figure out what my brain did here. Hi, Mask Girl. I'm different now. Yep, Lucky is a brand new member of our community and definitely not has been here. I think I'm doing irreparable damage to the brain cells. Sorry, I'm tired and in little pieces. I wish Icon Has Cheeseburger was a popular meme again. I unironically believe that it was a very good time and that we would be better as a society if we could get back to Icon Has Cheeseburger levels. This isn't even a joke. I just think we would be happier as a society if we could have cheeseburger time again. That doesn't work. What does? No. Back over. But I also need to cut this out. What if I... What are the rules? Okay, so star shapes, which this might be a little bit hard to see. Star shapes have to be sectioned away in twos. The squares are the same as they have always been, so let me back up. You separate one color from the other. Stars need to be in pairs. They can be configured in whatever way works out. Like, it doesn't matter where they are. So we need to separate these 3 pairs of these, and we need to separate the oranges. I cannot tell you a single thought that went through my head trying to solve that. There was static noise, and then I was like, I see the way. Someone hit me? I guess? What would Victor Frankenstein's persona be? A fox. Maybe you're reaching nirvana. I don't know if this is the way I want this to happen. Owl. I feel like he would be some sort of, well, not an owl, because owls are wise. It would be kind of ironic. What animals are famous for just, like, leaving their kids? Owls are idiots IRL? Actually, then maybe owl would be, like, a really good thing. Because owls are idiots, but also, like, they're perceived as smart, and, like, well, no, because Victor wasn't perceived as smart. There's lots of answers here. This feels very similar to my idiot savant vibes. I don't know what's happening, Woo. Terrible bird that empties other birds' nests to put their own egg? Yes, that'd be a good one. Ducks do just leave their kids sometimes. Silly, silly ducks. No, that doesn't work. I don't know what my brain just tried to do, but it's not an answer. Because I can't do this solution again. What if I just... No. I can't cut through right there, which was what I would do if I can't. Okay. And I can't do that. What if I cry? Do you think crying is a good puzzle solution? I do not. Well, what do you know? Painting goat is a good one. I think crying is a great puzzle solution. T believes in me. Okay, so I think we have to do this. I need... Okay. It's MS Paint time. It's MS Paint time. It's time for me to stare at a puzzle in an MS Paint and not try to send it accidentally to my dad. Steam keeps saying, hey, do you want to send this to somebody? And I'm like, no. Leave me alone. Okay, no purple for this one. Okay, puzzle. What's the crying command? Has streamer cried today? So these go together, and these go together, and these go together. These need to go together somehow, and this needs to go together somehow. Can't go through here. I can't go through here. Okie dokie. I think if we worked backwards, this is the only viable path unless I can just cross off this entire section, which I don't think is possible. Did it solve a puzzle? Not yet. If I can come over here, I can't go down here because then I'd just be at this. If I do this, no. I miss feels of Minecraft, guys. I can't go that way. I can't isolate this. Can't isolate this. So I have to think of them as a cohesive unit. Wait a second. If I do this, will you get mad at me? No. Okay. Hi, May. I hope you're doing well. I'm learning about shapes and colors today on The Witness, where my entire brain cell is full of pain. Okay, the colors of stars don't matter about the colors of squares, so it doesn't matter. As long as they're together, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It truly... Do you matter now? No. Do Do you not want to talk to anybody? Where's your friend? How do I fix you? Everybody's unhappy. What does he want from me? He doesn't want to be left alone and put in a corner. He doesn't want to be with friends. He doesn't want to be with friends of the same color. What if I get rid of that one? No. Do you want to be with— no, he doesn't want to be with everybody. Does he want to be separated from the problem entirely? No. What if I just start crying now? Can I make a star appear? Do you want more squares? You can have more squares. Do you want less squares? Do you want a confusing shape? Do you want a confusing shape over here? I can cry too if that helps. It might. What does he want from me? Do you want to be left alone? What do you want? Maybe if we all cry together, the puzzle will solve itself. Okay. So there has to be some sort of hint somewhere. This can't be just something on its own. There has to be some sort of hint somewhere in this godforsaken mangrove tree forest that helps with this. Is it up here? No. What's up here? Oh, there's shapes up here. Okay.
Maybe this will help.
Thanks, May. I'm real scared. Does color not matter with— okay, no, it does matter. What? How do you— okay, there's only so many paths I can take here. Fucking Christ. If I— hold on, wait. So you can— I'm gonna go lay down, I think. Have good writing, please, thank you. I hope you get good sleep. I don't know what is happening. Oh no, never mind. I screwed that up. Hold on. Okay, so you need 2 suns of any color in a space. You can have 2 different sets of colored suns as long as there is always... As long as it only reaches 2. In a given space, if it's just 2, it's fine. If it's more than 2... Go cry, I guess? Okay. Shit, I keep doing this. I have must also time zone, which means I'm abandoning you to Color Puzzle Crisis. I believe in you, Ziploc. Thank you. I appreciate you very much. I hope you have good time zone. Take care of yourselves. Don't do anything ridiculous that I wouldn't do. I don't know what's happening. Thank you for the water break, the stretch time, and the blink. I hope that everybody is doing well. Take care of yourselves. I think I've thought myself into a corner. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how I got here, but I know that I have a puzzle. Intense check posture if brain hurty. I'm not shrimping for now. I need to draw. I need MS Paint again. This is just endlessly MS Paint the game for me. I just sit here, I open up MS Paint, I draw squiggles on my screen, and then I think I have a good time. Have a good time, Zone T. Don't stay here. Go sleep. Go do the thing. I will live, probably. Okay, let's do light blue. Okay, so if I'm starting here, if that's the starting spot, this is where I live when I start, I can either do that. I can separate that, technically, if I really, really wanted to. Okay, what configurations can I do? I can do this and this. That and that. What is colors? Okay, so Blossom, the very quick rules. There are suns. See the suns? In a given marked off spot, I can only have 2 suns of one color. I can have 4, 6, 8 suns in the same space. Like, I could technically, if I sectioned this off, that's legal. There's 2 magenta, 2 orange. I have 4 suns in there. That's fine. But then I need to be able to section out some of the other ones. So technically I have to get 4 of these out of the orange ones up here. So can I do that here? Because if I'm here, I can't block this off. That's not possible. Blocking this one off is not possible. I can block this one off, but that doesn't fix that. So this is an illegal one. If I come over here and I do this, and I can't do that. So that one's not possible. If I come over here and I can't block this one off because that's not legal. If I come over here and I do this, that doesn't work because I have to run back into that. If I do this one, I can't do anything else, so that one doesn't work. If I come over here, I think I'm hurting myself. I think I'm hurting myself. No, that doesn't work because if I try to do this, these two are talking. So what if I do... That's just the other version of that. If I cut it straight down the middle, I have 4 orange on each side. No, that doesn't work on anything. Okay. If I scream into the void... Okay, but what if I just leave this puzzle and I go back to the other one that was hurting my brain? What if I just leave? What if I just leave? What if I just leave? Leaf? Get it? Leave me alone? Okay, what if I come over here and I go... Is it over here? I think it's over here. Okay, we come over here. Okay, 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 okay. Can I... No, you get upsetty, Spaghetti. No, all of you are upset. I thought maybe if I sacrificed one of those to it, it would be fine. Wait, why isn't it... Hold on. What? What is happening? Why is this one blinking at me, but only sometimes? Excuse me? I am actually going insane. So the solution here is to section off another similarly colored piece if there's only one sun. What? So if I do... What happens when there's 3? What? Have I thought too hard today? I missed the previous solution. Okay, so I didn't solve that one. I solved a different puzzle. I figured out how to solve it when there's only one sun. Which is that you have to get the same color piece, and then that's a sun. The sun's not picky. So in this one, I need to section off that.
A wawa.
A wawa. I'm seeing, witnessing even perhaps. What happens if I just cry? I'll never find out because I'm too much of a coward to cry. I'm trying to solve puzzles and my head is hurting. Not really hurting, but like metaphorically, I am in shambles.
Shambles, ambles, brambles, cannibals.
Cannibals? Do you think there's cannibals on this puzzle island? Before everybody got turned to stone? It only seems logical, right? No.
Sure, why not?
Thanks. No. I can't. What if I just started telling lies? What if I just started committing crimes and telling lies in the video game and then I told the puzzle that I'd solved it? Does that solve a puzzle now? No. Will it make me feel better? Yes.
If you hadn't added the caveat of before everyone turned to stone, I was going to say no BC, they'd have gotten you by now.
I mean, yeah, there's a really sad man in town who makes me laugh every time I look at him. I don't want to leave myself on this one, because if I leave myself on this one, I'll just cry about it another day. And by another day, I mean Thursday. Okay, so I can only...
Listen, you don't need to judge me crying in the middle of the town like that.
Oh, that's you? Agliacci? No. I think I need to ban Ether. I don't want to be over here witnessing my puzzles. I got eyes on this puzzle right now. I don't like this here. I'm gonna... I'm gonna... What do you mean I can't have two sons now? Okay, so if there's one sun, you have to be with the same color. And if there's two suns, it doesn't matter anymore. But why did that... What? Oh. Huh? Huh? No, wait. No, because that's still separating it. Okay. I just have a cranky son that really needs a friend. Thank you, Zier. Parenting moment. A Peepo said, I like my trade with Minty. Either has to use it now. We'll see if he knows that he has a D's nuts joke that he can use. Now that I've said it out loud, he'll remember it. Will he use it though? Who knows? That is yet to be realized. Okay, so if I... This won't work because the sons are upset with me. But if I section off that and then that... Will it... Okay. So the blocks don't care how many times they're separated, as long as unlike is separated from unlike. The suns care that they are next to something that is the same color. Does the direction you solve matter? I don't think so for this one. The suns want to have a friend. The blocks don't care as long as they're not next to like because they're racist, I guess. If you use different endpoints, I don't know if I could use a different endpoint. I can't see another sectioning of that working for what I need. Because I need the greens to be separated out. And I need those two to be together or those two to be together. So, like, it doesn't really matter direction-wise. There are puzzles where it matters. This is not one of them. Shit. I hate it here. I hate everything about this puzzle game. Can I leave? No. You get upset. No, that doesn't work. Technically, that's legal. But it doesn't work up here. Because those get upset. No. No. Okay. I'm only ever here in Sneak chat or Ether's chat. Sneak doesn't have Ether ass and Ether doesn't fucking stream. Okay, so what if I do that? No, you get upset. Okay, so I can keep these guys over here. This can be a self-contained unit, or this could be a contained unit. What if I... Oh, I can't do that. Sons get angry when I do that. They'll get upset when I do that. If I come over here and I do this, and then I do, no, I get upset. Okay, hold on. I can do this. I can solve this. We can get there. No. That's a self-contained unit. That's a self-contained unit. This entire, well, not the entire bottom area. This area can be a self-contained unit. This can't be a unit. Shit. Does it work if I do it this way? Yes. I don't know if I have the strength for this. I think I have to give up. Just kidding. No. What? Wait. No. No. We're gonna let it go. We're gonna let it go. We're gonna come back to this. That's a lot of puzzle solving that I did right there. We did a lot of puzzle things. I've done a lot of puzzling. It's been a puzzling experience. I'm playing with my emotes like dolls. It's like the Tumblr users and their JPEGs. We did a lot of puzzles. We figured out a lot about how shapes work and how colors work and how friendship works. Really, I feel like this game is just teaching me how to be a person again, but it's teaching me how to be a person by breaking down my brain cells into nothing. What happens if I do this? Oh, that door opens. Hold on, never mind. We're gonna go. Can I get there in time? No. Okay. Well, okay. Kindergarten with colors and shapes and things? I'm fine with it. It's a grand time. I think we need to leave. Exit. Exit. I'm done. I don't need to be here anymore. Instead, it's time for me to wish you a good night, or whatever time zone it is for you. Have a great one of those. Take care of yourselves. Go do cool things. Go make cool things. Go commit arson. Don't do that. Actually, I take that one back immediately. I'm leaving. I'm going away. Oh, my pronouns. Oh, the Fae got to you, Lucky. I'll be back on Thursday. We'll play more puzzle game. Hopefully I will have figured out how to string together 2 coherent thoughts in a row, and instead of just going weep whoop wop and then solving a puzzle and then not being able to explain how I got from A to Z. We'll get there. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you very much. Have a fantastic time zone. Remember to drink water, eat food, take your meds, get some sleep, take a shower, do everything you gotta do to take care of yourself. I appreciate you guys so very much and all of your patience in my whatever puzzle solving I am doing. I'll see you on Thursday. Goodbye.
Pointy shaped mares.